with the pandemic, we need to adapt to the way we do meetings, the way we recruit, the way we grow our business. So that's why we're bringing in social commerce, and it's more important now than it ever was before. We're limited with physical meetings, so that's why it's important to bring in this to your business. This is where your end users are, your customers, your distributors. Direct selling companies like Neolife have always been known for proactively reaching out to people who need them. That's the core of our business. This approach obviously worked well with our family circles, at parks, at public events. But today, these places are not the most promising in terms of finding new clients. People prefer to minimize their risks due to the pandemic and stay home. There's a place where they have migrated, though, to the online world and to social media in particular. And this brings us to the number one reason it's time for you to become active on social. So, two very interesting stats. 40% of consumers use social media to find information about products they need and interact with businesses. 62% of Facebook users confess they spend time on social media looking for social interaction and meaningful connections. So, this is the perfect place for us. We need to start using social media to look at recruiting and to putting out our products out there. It's also a great way to provide a good brand experience. Encouraging distributors to engage in social media marketing can become the best decision for you. Not only can distributors spread messages to a wider audience, but they can also build a positive brand reputation through own personal experience. And we know the best thing that we can use is sharing our experiences, our lifestyles, how Neolife has changed our lives. People tend to trust other people much more than they trust brands. That's why distributors sharing their lifestyles, featuring how they use the products in their daily routines, is better than any paid advertising. In this case, it's important that distributors remain authentic in their communication, as this is their main strength. So using real stories, real pictures, stories from your downlines, how you came to the business, what you thought about the business before you started, all of those things will help you build your brand. Selling on social media actually brings results. So social commerce, what we spoke about earlier, selling on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, will be one of the key trends of 2021. This is totally natural behavior, as in today's world, online is the safest way to shop. As we spoke about earlier, we are limited in terms of physical events, so online is now the main platform. Especially when you can get the look and feel of products, speak to a distributor, and make a purchase all in one place. You or the distributor should turn your social media pages into such places. So like AJ said earlier, those who have a page, great. If you don't have a page, you can create one. It's completely free. And you are starting your brand. You're starting your brand on social media. You speak about your stories, how you came to the business, products that you're using, events that you've been to, where you've traveled overseas, all stuff that's true to you. Marketing specialists predict the year 2021 will be the year of people first social media marketing. And that's exactly what Neolife is. Distributors should be at the forefront of this trend, as giving personalized experience is our strong suit. Now, what I wanted to do is just show you some stats from January 2021 in Kenya. So these are the most used social media platforms. So WhatsApp is at the top, then YouTube, then Facebook, and then it filters down Instagram all the way to Tumblr. So 88.5% of people are on Facebook. So that's a huge business opportunity for us. Then social media use. So the total number of active social media users in Kenya is 11 million. And this is all from January 2021. So it's very recent stats, and it's growing every single year. So social media users as a percentage of the total population, 20% are on social media. Annual change in the number of social media users is 25%. Number of social media users on mobile is 10 million. Percentage of total social media it's accessing via mobile is 97%. So most people are using social media on their phone, not on their computer. So that will just show you that I think we need to keep the messaging short. People are on their phone, they don't have a lot of time, they're quickly looking at messaging. We need to make it catchy, we need to make it short and interesting. Then your Facebook. So today we're going to hone in on Facebook. The audience for Facebook in Kenya, there's 9.5 million people on Facebook. The potential advertising audience compared to the total population aged 13 and over is 26%. The quarter-on-quarter change in Facebook's advertising reach. So each quarter they are growing 2.2%. So that's an extra 200,000 people. The percentage of an ad audience that's female, 42.6%, and male is 57.4%. Right, so the advertising audience profile, so on Facebook, this is quite interesting. The majority is 18 to 24 years old and 25 to 34 years old, and it's split male and female. So for people who are looking to sponsor young people in their business, you can see this is where they're hanging out. They're mostly on Facebook. There are, of course, people that are older, but the majority is 18 to 34, which for us is fantastic. So they're all 18 years and older. And this is the type of people that we're looking to recruit into our business. So why would we choose Facebook? There's obviously a lot of different platforms, but we are choosing Facebook for a reason. So there's billions of members on Facebook. Facebook is known to be very cheap. You can do something for $50 and run it over 2 months and get a return on your money. You can do exceptional targeting, which we'll go through now as well. You can have creative control, meaning you can type in your own copy, your own message, use your own pictures, so you can design it exactly how you want to do it. And then you get Facebook Insights. So that means that while you're running your campaign, every single day you can go and check how it's doing and make changes. So if you've done 2 pictures and you see the one picture is doing better than the other, you can actually stop the second picture and only run your first picture. So all the time you can check it every single day. You can check it once a week. You can stop the campaign if it's not working and you haven't spent your full budget. It allows you to adjust the whole time. So now that we are happy to use Facebook, the first thing you want to do is create your target. So who are you looking to sponsor? And the more specific, the better. If you know exactly who you're looking to sponsor, then that will make your ads on Facebook more targeted, and you will get a better result. Instead of doing a broad message that's going to reach everyone, we try to be as specific as possible and speak to those people. So things that we're trying to target. So before you start on Facebook, you want to know, okay, who am I targeting? Are they male or female? How old are they? What city or country do they live in? What language do they speak? What are their interests? What are their job titles? So an example that I always like to do is if we are looking to recruit teachers, young female teachers in our business. So we created this, her name's Judy. She's female, she's 26 years old. She lives in Nairobi. She speaks English and Swahili. Her interests, she's a mother. She was interested in having her own business, and she's a teacher. So before we go onto Facebook, we know kind of who we want to target. And there's many different kind of industries and targets that you can do. You can do people that are nurses. You can do males that are in engineering. You can take out the industry that they're in and just do all females that are based in Nairobi between the ages of 18 and 34. So we're going to go onto Facebook now, and I'm going to show you how to do all of that. But I just want to pause to see, are there any questions so long? Does it make sense? I think, wow, we've chosen Facebook everything we need to do before we get onto Facebook. So at this point, we are ready to go on Facebook. We know who we are targeting. We know why we've chosen Facebook. Before you go on, I would also have a budget set aside in your mind. Again, Facebook is so cheap. So you can do something like $50 over the course of 1 month, over the course of 2 months. So if you do $50 over 2 months, it's going to be less aggressive. If you do $50 over 1 month, it will be more aggressive because they're trying to spend your money quicker. So I'm just going to see if there are any questions before we move on. Any questions? I know AJ's also typed. Any questions so far? Or we can carry on and then look at it at the end. No? Okay. I'm going to go onto Facebook. All right. So Let me just minimize that and move that down. Okay, so basically, I have a page. I've created a Neolife Africa page that I'm sure all of you follow. So you can either do ads out of your personal profile, or best practice would be to create a Neolife independent distributor page that you can run ads out of. So for the purpose of this, we've got the Neolife Africa page, and I've clicked here ads. So this is when you have a page, it gives you the option to make it a business page. And then it will allow you to have here at the top where you can see the Facebook business suite. And that's where you'll run your ads out of. If you're trying to do this and you can't seem to find where to do this, please email me and I'll help you. I'll take you through it. But when you have a Facebook page, it will allow you to turn that into a business page, and off of your business page, you can run ads. So again, before I go to ads, I just want to explain there are a few different things that you can do on Facebook. So you can boost a post, and that can, you also put money aside. But what boosting a post does is it just boosts that post to your existing friends. So basically everyone that you're friends with on Facebook, it will just come up higher. Ads is going to get all new people. So through ads on Facebook, you telling Facebook who you want to target. So remember, we spoke about Judy, the teacher. So it will get you all new people to see your ad, not just your existing friends. So I'm going to click ads here, and then at the top right, I'm going to click create ad. Then it's going to take us to this options here to choose a goal. So do you want to get started with automated ads, get more website purchases, boost a post, which we spoke about earlier, promote your page, get more messages, get more people to contact, which is recommended, get more website visitors, or get more leads? Now, the campaign that I always say to use is to get more leads. The reason I say this, so I would either choose get more people to contact you or get more leads. The leads one, people have to fill out a form to, if they see your ad, they'll click to say learn more or contact me, and then they fill out their details. Now, from a sales point of view, we want to get people's contact details so we can follow up with them, call them, invite them to an event in their region. We don't want to have an ad where we can't contact the people directly. So if you take them, to example, if you create an ad and you take them to your replicated website, that is good, but you won't be able to contact those people unless they buy products from you. So get more leads or get more people to contact you. So let's do the get more people to contact first, because they say they recommended. Okay, so now it's starting with the creative. So your message, your image, all of those things. So what I advise before you come onto Facebook, either on a notepad or on Word on your computer, you can put down some ideas that you want to do. So get some images. And again, all of the images that we create, you guys can use on your social media. So if the images off of our Facebook page or our Instagram page, you can take those and use them. Or what you can do is you can use generic images. So I'm going to stop sharing and go back to my PowerPoint. Let me just go ahead. So we spoke about Judy, then we went on to Facebook. So Neolife as a company did a test trial with Facebook ads. So what we decided, we want to target everyone that's in Kampala, female between the ages of 18 and 35. So it wasn't specifically an industry like teachers or nurses. We just wanted it to target young females. So these are the type of ads that we did, and I'm happy to share this with you guys. Just also a side note is you have to be quite specific in the way that you write your messaging with regards to advertising, multi-level marketing or direct selling company. They're quite strict with the way that we word things. So what we did here, you can see we kept it quite generic. So the what, when, and hows of being your own boss. Choose the hours you work and how fast you want to grow. And then we found this picture was off of the internet. So we bought this image and we thought it was a young group of people. And our call to action was work hard and earn rewards. So we wanted people to click learn more. And you can see by the messaging here, it's not very in your face. It's just appealing to people who want to be their own boss, to choose their own hours. And then we wanted them to learn more. So I'll show you back on Facebook. I just wanted to show you the type of images and messaging that we did. Another one we did is have time to spend with your family while working and in being able to invest in their future. So we did this image. Obviously, we didn't want to show the faces of young children. So again, appealing to young women who want to be able to spend time with their family, exactly like Judah said. Now she's at home, her kids are at home, teaching her digital. So we're appealing to women that want to spend more time with their kids. Then here we said with 1/3 of Africa's youth being unemployed, there's no better time to become a near-life distributor. So again, quite generic. We spoke about a stats of people being unemployed. A lot of people on Facebook might not have a job, so this could be appealing to them to look to get a job. And again, the same, we just said learn more, learn more, learn more. We want them to come to us, and then we'll call them and speak to them about the business, invite them to an event. So, all right, so I'm going to go back to Facebook again. Facebook. Okay, so here we speak about the messaging. So it says here, how do you want your ad to look? So here's the description, then the image, your headline. So you can play around with this. You can do different options, different messaging, save it, see what it looks like before you start running the ads. So all of this is up to you to do. Again, I can send this through to you if you want to see the examples that we spoke about. Images, take the images off of our Facebook, off of our Instagram, or download and pay for images on the internet like we did. There's also a whole bunch of images on your back office that you can use. And your headline will obviously be your business page. So if you've got a specific business page, I would put your headline here. So play around, see how it looks, but your image and your copy is completely up to you. Then we're going to scroll down here to the audience. So this is the most important thing. You want to target specific people. You want to target people in your city, and you can drill all the way down to a region. So I'll show you all of that. So we're going to click this pencil and we're going to edit the audience. Okay, so select the location, age, gender, interests of people you want to reach with your ad. So if you want to do just men or just women, you can select one. If you want to do both, you can select both. Age, so obviously for our business, they need to be at least 18 years old. So I would always start a minimum of 18. If you're looking to target young people, you can take this all the way down to 35, or you can keep it to 65. If you think that, you know, you just kind of want to look at targeting females in Nairobi is fine too. Now, location, so I'm going to remove Johannesburg because it's put that as a default, and I'm going to type in Nairobi. Okay, so you can see it's giving you quite a few options. So you can do general Nairobi city or the state or these specific addresses. I wouldn't do too narrow. If you want to do the city, you want to target the whole city. And then while you're doing it, at the bottom here, it will give you your potential reach. So this is saying that we are on average going to reach 4 million people. So we've said we want men and women. So if we just do women, you see it will drop down to 1.9 million. So again, like we said earlier, if you can be as specific as possible, yes, you want to reach a lot of people, but remember, we don't want to throw a ball out there and hope someone's going to get it. We'd rather have a specific message that's relevant to people, and you will get a better return if you're more specific. So I know we want to reach a lot of people, but I'd rather have a smaller audience that it's more relevant to them so that it's of interest, and then they'll come back to us. So we're happy with Nairobi. Then this detailed targeting, so it's giving me these suggested birth and baby shower, but this is where you could put things like teacher. So if someone's interest, if they put in their profile that they're a teacher, so it's gone down now to 380,000 people. And yes, it's much lower, but 380,000 people is still a lot of people. And it's very specific for people, for females in that age group, 18 to 35 in Nairobi, who are interested in teaching. So either they are a teacher or their interest is teaching. And you can put a few things here in the detailed targeting. So we can say teacher again, and we can say teacher education. And you can keep typing in, but I wouldn't do things that compete with each other. So I wouldn't do teacher and nursing and all these things. I would do a specific ad on one group of people. So you can say a science teacher. So it's not really changing our audience. So then I would leave it. So then you can scroll down. So any questions on the targeting? Whoops. So it's pretty simple when you want to edit your audience: male, female, age, location. Scroll down. Detailed targeting is basically their interest. Then it shows you at the bottom that it's the range. And then you can see even this gauge here, it will say if it's too specific, it will be in the red zone. And if it's too broad, it will be in this cream zone. So you kind of want to be in the middle. That's right. So you want to tell Facebook exactly who you're looking to target. So we're going to save this audience. Now you can see we're back here where you put your images and your text, and you put in your audience. So we put exactly who we want to target. Or another thing that you can do is but this isn't the purpose of this. So remember, we want to tell Facebook, these are the type of people we're looking. Please go out and get there. And I want to get new people. So this is new people. You can also do these ads to people who like your page, people who like your page and their friends, people in your local area. But this audience is specific, and it's right to create your right audience. So now on the right-hand side, it's telling you your estimated daily results. So with this budget in mind, and we can edit the budget at a later stage. Sorry, let me just scroll down here. So currently with this budget, and we'll edit this, I'm reaching 1,500 to 4,400 people. And then link clicks, that means how many people are going to click your ad. So they're saying on average on a day, you're going to get 66 to 192 clicks a day. That's a lot of people. But I just want to edit this budget now. So I've just scrolled down. So we've created our audience. I've scrolled down to the duration. So that's when you want to start your campaign and you want to end it. So how many days do you want to run it for? Do you want to run this ad continuously, or do you want to choose specific days? I wouldn't choose specific days. You can run it Monday to Sunday. Because remember, some people are on Facebook on a Sunday afternoon. Some people might look at it on a Friday night. So I would run it Monday to Sunday, and I would run it for all hours of the day. So you want to choose when this ad will end. So you can choose your end date, or you can run it. So if we want to run it for a month, let's run it for 31 days. And then you want to edit your budget. So this is saying to spend 50 Rand. So we're going to just change this. Daily budget, actual amount spent daily may vary. So it depends if people are clicking your ad or not, but it's saying to spend 50 Rand a day. So if we work it out, I'm just going to get a calculator. 50 Rand times 31. It's 1,550. AJ, do you want to just do my dollar or conversions?
Yes, I'll do it for you now. So I'll just go back to dollar, and then I just times it by 100 to get to shillings. So are we working on 50 Rand?
We can do 50 Rand a day.
Okay, so let me do that quickly. So 50 divided by 14 is 3 times 100. So you're looking at about 360 a day. 360 shillings a day. I hope that's right. Yeah.
Okay. And then what you can do here under the daily budget, you can move this gauge at the bottom, and then you can see the daily results. So if you want to be very aggressive, you can spend a little bit more money and see the daily reach and clicks that you'll get. And if you have a very small budget, which is fine too, if you want to spend 20 Rand a day for the month, you'll still see the people that you'll reach. So even if you have a very small budget, the benefit of Facebook is you'll still reach a lot of people. So you'll get less clicks, but you'll still get clicks daily. So it's very important to set your budget before you go ahead. So you want to set everything. You don't want it to put on your credit card and then it starts going wild. So very important to set your daily budget when you want the campaign to end, and then to check, is this something that you want to spend more? Do I want to get more clicks? Your total amount that you're going to spend over the 31 days. So if we do 20, but we did the example of 50, and AJ gave the conversion. Then it's asking you where you want to put it. So we've built this on Facebook, and you must remember Facebook owns Instagram and Messenger. So if you create a campaign on Facebook, you can actually send the campaign and run the same ads on Instagram. So if you link your Facebook and your Instagram accounts, you can create a campaign on Facebook, run it on Facebook, and create and run the same campaign on Instagram. So if you feel that you want to hit Facebook and Instagram at the same time, you can create the campaign on Facebook, your target, and it will do the exact same targeting on Instagram, which is great. So you can hit two birds with one stone. For this campaign, I'm going to untick Instagram, and I'm going to untick Messenger. We just want to hit Facebook for now. Okay. So if you do want to do Instagram at the same time, you can go ahead. It's no problem at all. But for this reason, we're just going to do Facebook. And then, I don't know, it's not letting me put in my payment method. Yeah. There we go. And then you would just put in your card details. So I've already got a card saved onto the system. So here I will ask you to put in your card details, and then how Facebook works, which is great. You only pay for when people click your ad. So you're not going to pay this whole amount. If no one clicks your ad, you won't be spending any money. If so many people click your ad, if you get all these clicks over this amount of time, you will spend the full amount of however many dollars or shillings it was. And then once you're happy with all of this, so you've got your messaging in here, you've got your imaging, you've got your audience, you've said how long you want to run the campaign, how much you want to spend, where you want to put it. So if you want to put it, remember, if you want to put it on Instagram and Facebook, it's going to split your budget, which is fine. You might want to do a little bit on Facebook and a little bit on Instagram and see. I think with Facebook, because it's cheap, I would try first a small amount of money over a month and see how things go. And then during your campaign, you can always come back here and change some of the text. So if you feel that you want to maybe change the image or the text during the campaign, you can come back in here and do all of that, and it will still start running. So and then if you're happy, you can click promote. I'm not going to do it because I have a company card saved in there for now, but you can click promote now, and then people will start contacting you through this ad. Any questions? Otherwise, I'm going to move on to another option to do ads. Nope. Okay, I'm going to carry on. So I'm going to just, you'll change the last if you exit now. I actually want to leave. Yes. Okay. Another way to do the ads, how we did this test campaign that we did in Kampala, is get more leads. So where it says, where do you want to collect this information? So we're happy to collect it on Facebook. The main difference between this and the campaign I showed you before, remember I said to you, we wanted people to fill in their details. So we can keep their details and call them and follow up with them, invite them to an event. So I would advise to get more leads on Facebook. So you do the same, you put in your messaging, you put in your image, but you have a form that people have to fill in. So when I showed you that ad that we did where it said learn more, when people clicked learn more, it took them to the form. They had to fill in their name, their surname, and if you guys want to have their cell phone number and not their email, you can do that. So it says here, what information would you like to ask for? And you can basically just click all the fields you want. So if you want a phone number and not an email, if you feel that an email is a waste of time, You can, so the full name, they have to have their full name, and you can choose a phone number. You can ask them for their gender, their job title, their company name. I think less is better. We don't want to have a form where they have to fill in 10 different things. So you need to decide what's the most important information you want, their name and their number, so that you can phone them and follow up with them. Then I would just do their full name and their phone number. So let's just start from the top here. So this is called a contact form. Use a form to collect customer info so you can contact them about your business, which is exactly what we want to do. You have to name the form. So if you want to call it Facebook form Nairobi, then you can say that, you know that that's the form. Then it says customize form text optional. You don't have to put this in. It's going to populate here. So let's just tick yes. So you can put in more information to say join, or what we did is make the world a healthier, happier place. So before they click the form, it will show them this, but you don't have to have this. So it's optional. So you can leave it out. And then as soon as they click that button, it will take them to the form. If you want any additional information with customer short form, you can add questions here. So I would just keep this form as short as possible. You just want people's name and their phone number, or name and email, or name, email, and phone number. If you want all three, you can add all three, and it shows you on the side here what the form is going to look like. Then we're going to say next. Then again, it's taking us exactly to where we were before with that other campaign. So your description, and then what's great about Facebook is while you're typing in here, it actually will show you what it looks like. So if I say test, it's going to show you an ad preview. So you can see where the text is coming up over here. You can see the images, how it's going to look here. So you can see the image on the right, it doesn't actually look great because it's cutting off some of the information around the side. So I need a smaller image. So here, this is where you can, those things that I showed you earlier. So if we say, have more time to spend at home with your family. So here you can see how it's looking, and you can put an image, even you can use an image of yourself with your kids, or you can use an image of you traveling, or a generic image that you find. And then again here, the headline, I would put your business page. So if you have a specific page, if it says healthy, I'm not sure of anyone's accounts, but maybe we just say green. And then it will show you exactly where all of this is going to appear. So can you see here, as we're typing, it's showing us the ad preview. Now, this is important. So this button, this is the button they're going to click to get to that form that we created. So I would advise for people to use learn more. I think with sign up, people assume that they have to spend money. So to sign up or get a quote or apply, learn more, we want them to find out more about our business. So we want them to click learn more, put in their details, and that's when we're going to call them and speak to them about the business. So just to recap, ad creative, how do you want your look to add? Your text, you're putting in your text. Your image, remember we spoke about all those different places you can find images. A headline, it's your business page, so whatever it is. The button, so we'll just show you, if we say apply now, you can see that it's changed here, apply now. We said we think learn more is the best. And when they click this button, it's going to take us to that form that we created before. Then again, it's going to take you, if you scroll down to your audience. So who do you want to see your ad? So remember, it's giving me this default, and it's exactly how we did it before. Who do you want to target? Men, women, age, location, detailed targeting. So if you want to grow your business, for example, in Tanzania, you can say, for example, I want to rather look at people in Dar es Salaam. And then again, remember it's saying that I'm reaching 3.2 million people because I haven't been specific on, let's do men this time. Let's do till 45 years old, and let's say we want to look at targeting engineers. So people who have an interest in engineering. So can you see again, it's gone down to 330,000 people. It's still a lot of people, but it's the right people that we're looking to target. So if someone fills out a form and you know you've done an ad campaign to men in Dar es Salaam that are interested in engineering, when they're calling you, you can speak to them specifically to say, I know you are an engineer in Dar es Salaam. Or you can invite them to an event where an engineer speaks to them about how he worked full-time as an engineer and started this business part-time. So I think we want to just be specific so that we're relative to people. Like with the example before with the teacher, if we invite all these people to an event where a teacher stands up and speaks to them to say, she was a teacher, or she is a teacher, she taught until 3 o'clock every day, then she would do her near-life business. Those, it would be much more relevant, and those type of people are more likely to join the business than if we just have a broad messaging that says join Near Life, it's for everyone. We just want to be relevant to people. So I'm going to scroll down. So I'm hoping that this audience bit is good with everyone. So male, female, age, location, interest. Those are the most important things. Then you're going to save your audience. Then again, we're just going down to your budget. How long do you want to run it for? Do you want to run it for the month? So we're going to go to 31 days. How many people are you going to reach a day? So we're going to go all the way down. It's saying a minimum budget for this campaign is 110 Rand. So let's just try edit. See. Needs to be at 14 Rand 60 a day. Okay, so this is giving me the total budget. So here, this is giving me the total budget. Here, it says total budget for the whole campaign. So for 31 days, we want to spend 500 Rand. So you can see the total amount is that plus tax, 500 Rand. And then again, like AJ did earlier, you can just work that out. I think that's, what's this, $35, AJ, 500 Rand.
Yeah, it's about 3,600 shillings.
So again, like I said earlier, start small. I wouldn't put a massive amount. You can do 3,600 shillings, like AJ said. You can do smaller, you can do slightly more, and test it out. Run it for a month. I think you do need to give the campaign a chance to work. I wouldn't do it less than a month, because Facebook needs to have the time to show these ads to those people that you said specifically. Then if we scroll down here again, it will ask you, do you want to run this on Instagram as well? So it's a good test to see. You can run it on Facebook and Instagram, and it will give you different results. So it will show you, this is how many people have clicked on Facebook. This is how many people have clicked on Instagram. And then you can, then again at the bottom, we'll just ask you for your payment method here, and then you can click promote. What I want to show you now before we go to questions is I'm going to show you the campaign that we did for this Kampala campaign and how to read the results that you're getting. So if I click, this campaign's finished, but if I click view results, so what happens is we did the form where people filled out their details, and all of that information comes straight to Facebook. So while you're running your campaign, you'll be able to click and see this every single day. So we did a few different campaigns. So the one that we're talking about is this Kampala lead campaign. So it will show you here when it's running live, how much you've spent so far, how many clicks you've gotten. So I just want to click in here. And then your form, the people filling out their form, it will come through on here. So you'll have to come onto Facebook and check if it's every day or every week to see the people filling out their details and call them off of the information that it's come through on Facebook. Just go back one. Sorry, I'm just going to go to another one. This is not showing me what I want. Okay. Sorry, my computer's running a bit slow. Are there any questions before I show you the reporting side that we can maybe go through while this loads?
Yeah, there are questions on the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
AJ, have you been recording the session?
Okay, so I can see.
I'm recording.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I can see it's recording.
Yeah.
So
Thanks,
I think
Judy.
great. Yeah, thanks, Judith, because then you can come back and relook at these things all the time. What I can do, Judith, I can also email you the PowerPoint presentation so people can see how to target things that they should do before going to Facebook, stats about Facebook in Kenya, which I think is very interesting, types of pictures that you can use and the type of wording or copy that you can use in your ad. So I think it's great that it's recorded. You can keep coming back to and looking at this.
That will be fine.
I don't know why this reporting doesn't seem to be working, but I think it's because the campaigns are finished a long time ago. But basically, while your campaign is running, it will show you how many people have clicked, how much you've spent. So each time someone clicks, and each day it will say, you've spent 50 Rand, you've spent 100 Rand, you've spent 200 Rand. And if you feel that you're happy with the campaign, you can stop it at any point. So even though you've said for the whole campaign, you want to spend 500 Rand, if after 100 Rand, you're happy, you can stop the campaign. And it will show you how many people have clicked your ad and fill out that form and send those details to you. I think I just saw another question in the chat. Whoops. Okay, people are just saying thank you and sending their emails. So I think, Judith, what's best is I'll email the presentation through to you, and then if you can share with your teams.
Okay, how do you promote the page? Is it the same method? Promoting your page?
Promoting your page, yes. So let me go back. That's a good question. Let me just go out of this. So if you say create ad, so the option here before you can, remember it said here, we did the get more people to contact or get more leads, promote your page. So it's almost identical. All the same theory applies to all of this. So you put in your text, you put in your image, you put in your audience, who you want to promote your page to, how long you want to run the campaign for. It will show you how much you're going to get on a daily results and how many page likes. So the whole thing with promoting your page, you're asking people to come look at your page and to like your page. You're not going to get their contact details if you ask them to like your page, which is fine if you want them to rather like your page and engage with you and then sign up through your page. That's fine too. But they're not going to fill in their details. You won't be getting a whole bunch of people's contact details to call them. The only thing they'll do by promoting your page is they'll like your page. So you can see here where it says ad preview, it's going to ask people to like. And once they've liked it, then that counts as someone that's clicked your ad. Yeah, booster post, the same thing. So if you have a specific post, so it's saying select a post to boost. So these are the posts that I've recently posted on the Near Life Africa page. You can boost any of these posts. So if I click this one, boost post, it will ask you if you want to add a button. So if we say learn more, let's wait for the preview. Here you go, learn more. You can put in, so for a website URL, you can put in your replicated site. Always, always, always use your replicated website. Who do you want to boost through? So do you want to boost to people who like your page, people who like page and audience, or do you want to create an audience to boost this to? And then again, just remember that you're not going to get people's contact details by boosting the page. You're just sending those people to your replicated site, which is also a good idea. what I would do is you have a small budget in mind and try a different campaign, different type of campaign each time. So different goal. So 1 month you want to boost a post. The next month you want to promote your page. The next month you want to get more leads. That's the beauty of Facebook, is it's not expensive. You can choose a very small budget, run it for the month, and try different goals and see which gets the best result. Maybe if you're targeting someone in Nairobi, that the best option is to promote your page. They want to go, but if you're promoting your page, please make sure that your page looks nice. It's got a nice header. It's got good information about you. It must have your replicated site under the info. You want people to be able to find out more information or shop from you or sign up. So if you're promoting your page, make sure your page looks good. The same thing with a post. If you're boosting a post, make sure it's a good post. It speaks about you or your business, and the copy's right, the image looks good. So that's going to go to a lot of people. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for Facebook for now. I know it's a lot of information. I'm just going to see if there's any other questions.
Somebody is asking whether you can promote your page and at the same time get more leads with the same amount.
So you can, it's not the same amount. What I would do is take the total. So if it's 500, split it to 250, 250, and then run the 2 campaigns. So basically you would do 1 campaign where you promote your page and 1 campaign where you're getting more leads, and just split your budget. You can't do it at once because it's different goals. So I would just split it, and you can run 2 at the same time, but just split your total budget.
Any more questions, team, before we wrap it up?
I just want to say one last thing with Facebook. I know it can be daunting if you're not on Facebook, but I would really just give it a try. You just speak from the heart, write a message, put a picture of you and your family, or you traveling, or a general picture like I showed you earlier of like young people. We have to try sponsor in a different way. Everything that's happened with COVID, it's stopping a lot of the physical stuff that we normally do. So we have to come up with new ideas to recruit and get people into our business. A lot of young people are on Facebook. So this is the opportunity for us. And not a lot of people are advertising on Facebook. So we want to be the first people to do it, to recruit people. And I think if you can target specifically, it will really help in terms of the follow-up, in terms of them being able to relate to someone. Like we spoke about a teacher, if you invite them to an event and a teacher is speaking to them, it's much more relevant for them, so they're more likely to join the business. I'm not sure. I see someone else asked a question about M-Pesa. I'm not sure. I'll just make a note to see the other payment methods. That's a good question with regards to Facebook.
Yes, Bianca, M-Pesa is there. I have used it. It works.
Okay, great.
Yes, I've used M-Pesa on the Facebook ad.
Okay, great. Thank you. There you go. I think that's pretty much it. I'll put my email in the, I'll just put the marketing email. So any questions, do check.
PowerPoint as well. You'll send us plus the PowerPoint.
I'm going to send it to you, Judith. I'll just get your email from AJ, and then you can share it with your team.
That's okay. That's fine. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. If there's no more questions, I hope that was helpful. I hope to see lots of new young people in our business that come through Facebook, Instagram, and let's just give it a try. We have to try new things. We have to adapt. So I hope that helps.
Okay, so thank you, Bianca. That was very thorough, lots of information, but like Bianca said, it's like anything new, right? When you got your first smartphone, you had no idea. I certainly had no idea how this thing worked, okay? And every day I did something, and every day I did something, and eventually I caught up, and eventually I understood it, and now it's easy to do. So I urge all of you to look at this as an opportunity to grow your business, grow your sales, and improve your income. It's as simple as that. It's getting more people into your business, without having to hire a room or a hall or trying to meet at some place, and then you got to pay transport costs. We know people all over Africa that are sponsored, that are getting between 5 and 20 new people in the business every month through Facebook. These are facts. So I urge you. Secondly, no call is over until AJ gives his special incentive, right, Judith? So to all of you here, let's run an incentive for May, the month of May, starting today, if you like, although it's still technically April. Let's start it from tomorrow's pooling, I think. Let's start it from Wednesday, where for every 2 people that you sponsor from Facebook or any social media, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, doesn't matter which one it is, we will give you 1 botanical balance free for every 2 people that you sponsor